Greetings! Welcome to Mind Over Number with your coach Corona, intuitive and numerologist. Okay, clear my space for this New Year's Life Path 22 reading. Before I get started here, let's give thanks to the Divine Mother Father God who helps me interpret all these messages in the way they are meant to be received. So those of negative orientation, okay, not here, serving my good or my collective's good, are not welcome here at all. You guys to go. Goodbye. Thank you. Do not come again. Happy New Year to my Life Path 11s. Okay. If you don't know how to calculate your life path number, just add those single digits of your birth year to the single or double digit of your birth month to the single or double digit of your birth day. Okay, this is the method I use to calculate your numerology charts. If you ever need help figuring that out for you, you can check out the numerology playlist for the how-to video, or you can check out the karmic number video that I recently did to look at a more in-depth explanation to my methodology. If you would like a full numerology chart reading from me, okay, my information is in the description box below the video, where I look at your name numerology, okay, your core numbers, your life cycles, your personal year, ages 0 through 81, and all that good stuff. So, I think that's all I need to say right now. This will be a New Year's reading for 2025 for Life Path 22. Well, this reading will be a little bit different than the other Life Path New Year's readings because master numbers have to embody, that dual energy. And it can be a testing and challenging path to walk, even if it's not your life path. You can carry these master numbers somewhere in your chart. For myself, my personality number is 11. I have 22 on my birth date. I got 33 in my name numerology. Okay, it's a lot of energy. I know all about it. So I'm ready here. Let's get set. And let's go for the new year. For Life Path 22s, we rolled an 8. All right. So the energy of this year seems to be about balancing your authority and your own inner strength in order to reach a higher purpose, while also staying grounded and practical with physical matters. Okay, 8 is a energy that speaks about karma, right? What you put into a situation is what you get back out. The 8th month or the 8th day of any month can be significant. Age 8, life path 8. Okay, I don't know, but you know. Could be saying 8. I'm going to get 8 cubes out of my Zodiac bag here to help give you confirmation. Okay, always take what resonates for you. Leave what does not. Do not make any situation fit. But if it does, we call that a synchronicity. Because God is way too great for your coincidences. Yeah, and that was fire. Interesting. Now, because this is a New Year's reading, okay, these signs could be your signs or the signs that some of you are dealing with, or signs related to the new year. Okay, each sign has its own energy. So Cancer energy could be significant. Just take it as it resonates. So we have Cancer, Aquarius, Capricorn, Scorpio falling out here. So these will be your signs. The signs that some of you are dealing with are just significant for the new year. We also have the time and space of February 20th through March 20th. So something significant could occur during that time or will occur during that time, depending on when you're watching this video. Or you could be a Pisces dealing with a Pisces. Pisces energy could be significant, but that is a specific date. So you may want to pay attention to that. We have the elements of air and fire here, and that can cause quite a storm. As we're having problems with California recently, but don't want to get into depth with that. So we have the Virgin here, which can talk about innocence. It can also symbolize an important feminine figure, or it could just represent, divine feminine energy. It talks about new beginnings, new starts. Okay, it talks about purity as well. With this air and fire, there's a big call to command our expression, how we communicate, how we think, and the energy. Let's see. It's going to come out here for you 22s. Start off with the oracle message from the wisdom of the wildlings. Alright, one card for the new year for Life Path 22 for 2025. What is the message for the... Oh, my. Too much. One card. There we go. We have Beware the Happy Toxins. Interesting. With a 16 on the card, which is also a karmic energy, like 8, as 8 times 2 is 16. Interesting. The 16th day of a month could be significant. The age 16, the 7th day of a month, the 7th month, the life path 7. Now 16 is about balancing service with the self, right? In order to gain wisdom and knowledge on a soul level. Let's see what the book's message is with Beware the Happy Toxins. Some of the prettiest plants are poisonous. Look at this situation from many angles. Play devil's advocate. You will be tempted to act, but discernment is what you need first. When you see happy, red, delicious berries, it's your job to investigate. Sometimes what is too good to be true is indeed good and true. Sometimes you get to devour all that tasty goodness, moving beyond fear and doubt to risk greatness. Other times, you would be better off to say no and cleave to your current commitments. This is one of those times. Enjoy the happy right now, but investigate it closely. Something isn't as it appears. Now the overall energy I'm getting here is more of a caution-like energy. You know, things may be, content right now. You know, you may face some things that appear a certain way, but it's important to practice that discernment, right? It's being able to see the false between the lies. And we can be faced with challenges or situations where we may doubt something that is too good to be true. But if we don't push ourselves to test and evolve and see what is beyond looks, right, we can miss out on something that could be potentially beneficial to us as well. Beware the happy toxins is the message for Life Path 22. Now let's get the tarot. We're going to look at that higher vibrational energy. That is 22. We're going to look at the shadow side of 22, which is 4. The challenges you may be mindful of. Okay, what is going to be your key strength to help you leverage your master number energy? What is going to be the lesson overall of the year? How can you use that energy to help others? And then, what can we expect towards the end of the year for us? Alright, so let's look at the higher vibration of energy. Well, Nine of Swords really wanted to pop out there. Okay. Let's look at the lower energy. 4 energy, the shadow energy. 1 card for the shadow. We have 4 of Cups. The key strength. 9 of Pentacles. There's a lot of just overthinking in this energy, just restlessness. It's like overanalyzing to the point where we can't move. It's like something has come full cycle when it comes to this negative mindset that's been clouding our own judgment. It could be a lot of energy of a lot of people placing doubts and fears into us to the point that we actually believe it to be true when it really isn't. Okay. Now, for the year, I'm getting that for 22s, there's going to be a push to get out of this self-doubt feeling. This overthinking, this overanalyzing, this being consumed by these negative thoughts and limiting beliefs about what we can or cannot do. Because we're being complacent and content in a situation, and we've gotten so used to just taking it that we just accepted it. Now I'm looking at the sign of swords, which shows this, possum creature, okay? And when possums get attacked, or I'm not sure if it's possum or a mole or, those ground creatures, they just lay down, roll over, and show their belly. And that's what I'm getting with this card. It's like, please don't hurt me here. Do whatever you want to do. I'm too scared to even move right now. To even do anything about it. It's what do they call it? Analysis paralysis? Yeah. And because of that, it's causing us to miss out on opportunities. Okay, we're sitting there, we're bored, we're discontent. Okay, we're being offered a new beginning, a new shot, but we're stuck worried about what other people would think, say, or do with this Four of Cups. We could be a bit stubborn or inflexible within ourselves to even move. Or just feeling unmotivated. But 22s are very capable of, seeing that broader picture, seeing that higher perspective. But when they lower into that register of 4, they get, rigid. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is someone who's very abundant. Okay, they're very independent. Okay, they're very satisfied when it comes to career, their finances. Okay, they, very luxurious energy. Okay, it's a very wealthy energy. It's very satisfied and successful. And with this coming out in our strength or how we can, leverage our energy, we're meant to be seen as someone who's carefree, like how do I say this? It's like we're meant to have a more independent purpose outside of other people. But I think the challenge here is being afraid to step outside of a dynamic because we've become sort of reliant or dependent on others. What's the major lesson for the year for 22s? Knave of Swords reverse. Yeah. You know, it's saying a lot of things, but not putting in the action behind the words. Okay. You know, talking a big game, but it's it's also, you know, a lot of it's a lot of overthinking. It could also be, you know, small bits of communication. It could be childish communication. It's being very defensive as well. But it's definitely a lot of air energy, a lot of overthinking, a lot of worry and anxiety and anguish here for the new year. And it's going to be because of these choices and these opportunities and experiences that are going to be put in front of us that are going to cause us to feel very anxious about the outcome. But these opportunities are to get us to be independent, to be successful, to live a more attractive, receiving life is what I'm getting. But there's so much here about choice and stepping outside of your comfort zone. Now let's see what will help us guide others for the year. The Ace of Cups. Okay. That was upright. All right, this is a new emotional start. This is, you know, ever-flowing spout of unconditional love that we offer to others. But there's so much overanalyzing what we offer to others or what others are offering to us. Okay. So I'm feeling like we know we have a lot to offer. And there could be a lot of people approaching us knowing what we have. But we become sort of fearful or anxious in the moment that people present us with those offers that we can just shut them down before we're even given some of the opportunity for an equal exchange of energy. Okay. One card for the end of the year. We have 8 of Pentacles. Okay, this is self-mastery. More 8 energy. Okay, it's about balancing out our pentacles. Pentacles are commitments, right? This is what keeps us grounded. This is our career. This is our job. This is partnerships. This is our home, our family, even. You know, our body. You know, our physical vessel is our home to our spirit. So with this 8 of Pentacles towards the end of the year, I feel like if we put in the work to master our independence, we'll be more open and willing to have a interdependent connection with others. Right, we may have been overwhelmed in the past because we're so open and giving that now when anyone comes to us with an offer, we could possibly overthink, overanalyze, get very, short, unemotional answers or messages, and then that person is put off, and then because what we put in is exactly what we get out, we didn't put in enough effort, so we're not getting anything back in return, even though we want an emotional offering. We still have to build and put in the work so that others can know us, but we have to know ourselves first. All right. Let's get the Rebel deck. Help clarify this energy. So we have to be more willing to it's like a lack of motivation to really be open to partnerships, commitments, new anything. It's what is this? What is this 9 of Swords? We got Ish. Could be so much worse. Okay, be effing grateful. Okay, it's very important to stay in the present. Okay, you may want to pick up some mindfulness techniques or some sort of creative endeavor that will spark that motivation, right? And when we are being creative, when we are being expressive, okay, that's a big push to our own inner desires and our strengths. And there's a lot of overwhelm, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of restlessness, worried about things that happened in the past, past communication, past thoughts, past actions, past things that, don't matter right now because they're not happening right now. What happened, of course, could have been a negative experience. But things, of course, could have happened a lot worse than they did. Okay, you're still here. You're still standing. You're still capable. You're still strong. It's time to push that 9 of Swords to the 10, which is a complete ending. Okay. You don't have to even go to the 10. You can skip the 10. You can go to 1. Okay. That's a new thought. It's a new idea. That's a sword of truth. Truth and clarity. But 10 is the point of no return, right? And we're at the 9 right now. spend a lot of time in this 9 energy. It seems like. 4 of Cups. Here's your sign. Okay, figure ish out on your own. Yeah, that 4 of Cups energy. It's like, we're too focused on a small group of people. Well, we need to look at the bigger picture and trust our own capabilities to move forward. That's that lower vibration of, 22. It's not just 4, it's also 2. 2 is working together, and 2 can, sometimes play things small, play things safe. It could be working in the background, which, it's perfectly fine, but the 2 brings a need to ground yourself and others. Because you have the experience, you have that accumulation of energy, okay? You're not just 4, okay? You were 22. That is 2 11s as well. That is a higher vibration of inspiration and influence carried within you. That is meant to uplift and inspire others through that hard work and diligence and experience that you put in through the 4. Now, this 9 of Pentacles, get over yourself and pull your ish together. Okay, help people give back. Do good ish for humanity. That's exactly what I was just saying. Okay, you are meant to be this 9 of Pentacles energy. Strong, independent. That's not what the 9 of Pentacles, in the classic tarot is, a feminine figure, and feminine energy is very receptive, whether you are a male or a female, right? It's the receiving energy. It is attracting abundance and stability to it. It doesn't go seeking it out. Because it's put in the time and effort and energy. It doesn't have to seek it out. It already knows it's coming. Because 9 is an accumulation of energy, okay? It reflects all the other numbers within itself because it knows and understands through those experiences and is able to share that wisdom and teach others. So we can't do that if we're sitting in this 9 of Swords. Okay. 9 of Swords, very different than the 9 of Pentacles. Knave of Swords reversed. Time to let it go. Okay, let it go. Let it go. Move the F on. Okay, these past situations, these past relationships or situationships, these circumstances where people were possibly being emotionally immature to you, okay, not communicating what they wanted effectively, right? This Page of Swords reverse energy is, someone who just talks a big game, but they don't do anything to back it up. So if someone is presenting you with something, but they're not showing the action, okay, they're not putting in the effort, they're not putting in the energy, but they say they're going to do this, they say they're going to do that, they, apologize, but then they do the exact same thing over and over again. Big red flag. Time to let it go and move that F on. And that is going to be the lesson for 22 throughout the year. Ace of Cups for how we can better help others. We have shut your mouth and listen. Stop talking. Okay, it could definitely be you. It was not someone else, okay, who's talking, but not doing, okay? It's, All right, we're getting so rigid and flexible. It's like, oh, we need to get over our heads so much here. That's what I'm getting. Like, just be quiet for a moment. Okay, if someone is, usually people who, gossip, right? The Page of Swords is definitely gossip energy. Okay, right? That's immature communication. It's a lot of gossip, a lot of talking about other people and things because people ain't got nothing else going on in their lives worth talking about. So they talk about other people to make themselves feel better about their own shortcomings. And so with your big energy that's capable of seeing that bigger picture, right? Planning for the long term and not just short term chitter chatter. Just be open to listen to what others have to say, but you don't have to engage in those conversations. Right? Listen to understand the situation, but you don't have to listen to, just respond. It's right, okay, I understand what you're saying. I know where you're coming from here. But, I only have control over myself. This is going to be, a very small part of your life, right? If it's not going to affect you in 5 minutes, it's likely not going to affect you 5 years from now. Unless you keep replaying that same thing over and over in your head to make it feel like it's happening to you right now. But a lot of times people hold on to things and talk about things in the past because they're not doing anything new in the present worth talking about. Right? They haven't learned that lesson yet. And so they tend to overanalyze, overthink, put in the same energy into that old situation because they're not seeing the bigger picture. They're not gaining the higher perspective. They're not looking at what role they played in those situations and what they contributed to it in order to learn and grow from it. And so it results in immature communication, okay, not grown adult communication, okay, a bunch of gossip, okay, over talking, analyzing, okay, trying to make people less than, trying to build themselves up to be better, but it's because they don't want to put in the actual work and energy needed so that these things don't even affect them, right? So this could be your lesson or something to watch out for when it comes to other people throughout the year. So just take that message as it resonates. Now towards the end of the year, final message. Well, I only wanted one card here, but don't effing force it. Okay, allow that ish to come to you. No one wants to listen to that ish. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, okay? If you're PO'd at where you are, then stop taking yourself there, okay? This is the final card for this 8 of Pentacles. Oh, there we go. Have you eaten? You are acting like a big ass baby. You need food in your belly. Okay, eat a taco. Okay, you need to take care of yourself. Because there's no points in complaining about anything, because if you know there's better out there, then go get the better, go do the better, go be the better. That's why people complain, right? They don't want to take that action to go do the thing. Like if you know, the first thing I always tell people is, you know, just stop complaining for a week. Can you do that for a week? Don't complain about nothing. The second you feel a complaint coming on, stop yourself and figure it out. Because complaining isn't going to change the situation. Okay, talking about it isn't going to change it. The only way you can change and transmute that negative energy that you're feeling is to go do something positive. By taking action and stepping outside of that energy. So one final I am card for you 22s for the new year of 2025. We got a 9 on the card, okay? 9 energy could be very important. Okay, this is a 9 universal year. Numerologically speaking, the 9th month or the 9th day of a month could be significant. Life path 9, the age 9. But 9 is an energy of compassion and understanding as well as acceptance. It's also about learning forgiveness. After going through so many challenges and experiences and being faced with situations that weren't necessarily fair, but we still carried on, you know, we still stayed resilient and diligent to our path, and we have accumulated a wealth of knowledge and experience that we can now reflect upon and decide what we will and will no longer allow to reach that next stage in life. And have that, you know, new beginning, new idea, new concept, new partnership, new job. You know, it's time for new. I'm inspiring, is what's on the card. I am inspiring to those around me, even when I don't realize it. When I am welcoming, kind, and giving towards people, it inspires them to respond to me the same way. I am inspiring. So always remember that everyone else is only a reflection of yourself. Okay, you are everyone else and everyone is you, because you is all there is. Because everyone is part of the same source of awareness that we like to call the divine. And the divine that lives in me is also the divine awareness that lives within you. And so if someone is showing us something that we don't like, we can either accept it, transmute it, or live in it. Or do all three. Right? Inspiration is about uplifting others. And in order to inspire others, you have to take action to live and speak and say your truth, regardless of what other people are saying, whether it's for good or whether it's for bad. Because those that inspire and uplift us have their own challenges and experiences that they went through. Okay, success doesn't come overnight. Even though someone may have come out of the blue to you, right? When it comes to presidents or mayors or musicians, right? People who we get inspiration from, right? Creators, artists. It's because they have a story to tell and they weren't afraid to, well, I'm not going to say they weren't afraid, because fear is, natural emotion. But what I will say is that they didn't allow that fear to overwhelm them, to embody them. They simply observed that feeling and saw it as an opportunity to expand and grow and push forward on. Because a lot of the times when we're feeling fearful or doubtful, that's going to be our biggest area that we're going to have to put in the time and energy to work on. Because fear itself is the opposite of love, and love is exactly what we are. So if we're facing the opposite of what we are, that is not ourself, we have to get back to being ourself by taking inspired creative action so that others will feel comfortable to do exactly the same. I'm inspiring. That is the message I got for you 22s for the new year. Hopefully that resonated with you. If it did not, check back later. Otherwise, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you for joining me, and I love you.